All right.
All participants are muted.
Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope everybody's feeling real good this morning. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a self-esteem development expert, starting with my own. And on top of that, I'm a revenue acceleration just fanatic. Like, my whole thing is helping you go further, faster, with less effort. And what we all know, you know, I mentioned it leaving the gym this morning, right? Like, check this out. Relationships are currency. Relationships are currency. And that is an unfortunate thing when you consider how little time the traditional school system puts into helping us to build better relationships. If you join the Kaizen Academy this week, one special thing that you're going to get, and if you're already a member of the Kaizen Academy, you're going to get it. One really special thing you're going to get is this worksheet that I got for you that tells you everything about how to present to each personality type, phrases to avoid for each personality type, and then I'm going to give you phrases to use when you need to upsell a certain personality, because relationships are currency. Everything you want is going to come from somebody else. If you don't have it now, it's going to come from somebody else in your life, or that somebody else you're going to meet. The only difference between you this year and you next year is going to be the people that you meet and the books you read. Does that make sense? Somebody give me a relationships a currency, and let's get this party started. Give me a relationships is currency. Mama Shay in the house. Give me a relationships is currency, and then give me a share. This is going to be removed from my timeline. So if you want it, make sure you share it on your timeline. The only place I'm keeping it up is YouTube. We're trying to get these YouTube things working. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, relationships are currency, coach. Relationships are currency. Let's get it. Let's get it. Relationships are currency. Let's go, Alan. Relationships are currency. Let's get it. Let's get it, Demeter. My man Ron Lee in the house. Dion's in the house. Relationships are currency. Hey, Demeter, I couldn't have said it better. It's you against you. It's you against you. YouTube gang checking in. Let's get it. Relationships are currency, Chanel. That's a fact. That's a fact, Taisha. Yeah, Ron, that's a fact. So today we're talking all about motivating the spring personality. You know, I call fall the analyzer. I call winter the organizer. They're going to organize it and get things done. They demand results. I call summer the socializer. And I call spring the empathizer personality. Does anybody remember what sentence you always got to start off with when you're dealing with a spring and you're looking to motivate them? You're looking to connect with them. Does anybody remember that? Let me see it in the Q&A. Let me see it in the Q&A. If you remember the phrase that allows you to connect instantly with a spring. Anybody remember? Anybody remember? Close, 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 but that sounds a little too slangy, so they might not feel connected with. They might not feel connected with. Hey, that's a fact, Mr. Harmon. That's a fact. That's it. That's it. That's it. I understand how you feel. See how different that feels from I feel you? I feel you. Sometimes if you say I feel you wrong, it feels like you're talking like a rapper. You know what I mean? What we want to say is, I know how you feel. You want to connect with them and their feelings. I know how you feel about approaching strangers like a sleazy salesman. You get that? I know how you feel about approaching strangers like a sleazy saleswoman. So in the comments, even if you're watching a replay right now, what I want to hear you do, I want to see your best attempt at motivating a spring personality to put in some work. Let me see your best attempt at motivating a spring personality to put in more work. Let me see it. So we know we're going to start with, I know how you feel, right? I know how you feel. Let me see your best attempt. The reason why I want you making attempts is because I'm an entrepreneurologist, right? I don't just study entrepreneur mindset. Around these parts, we study how the mind works. Does that make sense? And so how the mind works is when you make attempts, what's going to happen is your brain is not going to like it when you don't win. So your brain is going to spend all night while you're asleep concocting different solutions to what you've just presented to be a problem. When you make an attempt, it's showing your brain that you're trying to solve this problem. So try it. Let me see your best attempt at motivating a spring personality to put in some more work. I know how you feel about being pushy with people. You see that? What you got for me? Let me see it. Let me see it. I know how you feel when it comes to, having to just treat people like a number, right? Let me see yours. Okay then, Vita Lachey. I know how you feel. However, you'll be able to help a lot of people in the community. You hear me? You hear me? How does spring feel when we say that? They feel great. They feel awesome. Because if I'm a spring and Vita says that to me, she ain't saying I'm wrong. She's saying she understands my feelings about it. Listen to me, y'all. People are not self-directed. We are the leaders. And one thing about leadership, write this in the Q&A and give me a share if you agree. Stamp this in your mind. Leaders need to understand. Followers need to be understood. You hear what I'm saying to you? Leaders need to understand. Followers need to be understood. I know how you feel. So let's make this change that benefits the whole world. I like it, Keontis. I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but I found us a solution. I like throwing in us right there, Dion. I found us a solution because they all about harmony. Wasn't that a great job, Mr. Harmon? I know how you feel, Jim. Can I remind you that you are valuable to a lot of people who need you? Come on, Queen. I know how you feel. It seems coaches aren't listening or helping you and your athlete. Come on. I know how you feel, but just think how many lives you will change. Y'all starting to get it. I know how you feel about pushy people, but you'll be able to help people spend more time with their families. Y'all getting it? Y'all getting it? I know how you feel about going live, practicing, pre-recording yourself. Or I know how you feel about going live, but practicing and pre-recording yourself will help you get comfortable in front of the camera. And now you can reach more people that need your help. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, Taisha got it. Taisha got it. That's what we're talking about. So let's say that you're dealing with this spring personality, and now you need to deal with some objections, right? You need to deal with some objections. What are some strengths, right? Here are some strengths of a spring. Everybody loves them. They're professional helpers, right? They build strong communities, right? They have no ego. They put their team ahead of themselves. This is spring personality we're talking about, right? Check it out. They find total happiness in helping their team win. For them, it's not about their individual benefit. Springs are great leaders because people are attracted to their integrity. People are attracted to their honesty. People love their willingness to help, right? People love their missionary spirit. Check this out about a spring. Once they believe in what you're doing, their missionary spirit starts to overpower their fear of rejection. If you want to picture a great leader, think Gandhi, think Mother Teresa. These are great spring leaders. Now, here are some of the challenges when you're dealing with a spring. They don't want to be aggressive. You hear me? They don't want to be pushy. They want somebody else to make the decision. Like if you got 12 springs meeting up, like where are we going to go for lunch? This one's like, I want to go where everybody else goes. Well, what did everybody else say? They're never going to make a decision, right? But here's the thing. They're going to go harder than anybody else. If you need their help to make it to your next, you need a promotion or you need a next rank, they're going to do everything they can to help you. They're the number one person on your team that will help you if you need help. I'm going to even start breaking it down with cartoons. I decided that too. You want to know some spring cartoons? Let me see your best spring cartoon character. I'm going to take you back to childhood so you can picture a spring. Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown was a straight spring personality, not Lucy. Y'all remember Lucy? She yanked the football away and all that, always bossing people around. Charlie Brown was a spring. Marge Simpson. Marge Simpson was a spring. Yeah, I give you that, Allie. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse was a spring. You know what I mean? Marge Simpson was a spring, y'all. Not Ned. Well, no, Ned was a spring. not Homer. Homer ain't no spring, right? Y'all remember Homer give the bowling ball and then Marge don't want a bowl? He's like, oh, well, I got me a bowling ball. Then he opened it and it already says Homer on it. Homer was not a spring, but Marge is a spring. Ned Flanders, y'all seen The Simpsons, right? Y'all ain't leaving me out there. Cinderella was a spring. Matter of fact, most of the Disney princesses were spring personalities. So let's run through some objections that you may get from a spring, and then let's talk about how you would deal with it. All right, so let's say a spring gives you a money objection. We don't have it in the budget. Oh, it's too expensive, Haziq. You know, what am I going to say? I know how you feel. You probably want to know how you'll make your money back. Would you like to know how you can make it back and help people along the way? Woo! That's what a spring want to hear, right? Or let's say the spring says, I'm not a salesman, right? They give you the I'm not a salesman objection. Let me see what you would say to a spring. What would you say to a spring if they tell you, I'm not a salesman? I'm not a salesman. Yeah, Shiz, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, Shiz, because a lot of times winters have problems with spring personality. So I'm glad you're here, baby. Let me see what you would say to somebody who's a spring and they give you the I'm not a saleswoman objection. I'm probably going to say something like, I know how you feel. You probably want to know how you can share this without being salesy, right? You probably want to know how you can share this without being salesy. What if we could focus on helping people instead of selling? Woo! Woo! Bars. You hear what I'm saying? What if they give you the I have no time objection? What if the spring gives you an objection like, I have no time? And listen, if y'all are loving this, y'all are going to absolutely jump out the window for this next Kaizen Academy. All we talking about this next Kaizen Academy is how to build rapport, how to instantly get trust, right? And I'm gonna break it down. This is nothing but like a little preamble for this weekend's Kaizen Academy. And if you join the Kaizen Academy, which is less than a cup of coffee a day, you hear me? Even on the biggest Kaizen Academy package is less than a cup of coffee a day. I'm gonna give you this worksheet that allows you to know how to present to each personality, how to upsell each personality, and for all my real entrepreneurs out there, what phrases you should never say to each personality type, right? All right, so what if they give you, I have no time. Haziq, I just don't have no time. What do we say to them? I know how you feel. Would you like to know how you can help more people with limited time? And you see how each time I'm putting it in their lap, I'm letting them make the decision, right? What if they say, I'm not a people person? What if they give you the famous, I'm not a people person objection? Right? Because with spring, you got to focus on heart set. Sometimes we're mindset, sometimes we're skill set. With spring, it's all about heart set. So what if they tell you that? What if they say, I'm not a people person, right? Well, what would you say? What would you say? I know how you feel. Would you like to know how to help people without the pressure on yourself? Bars. You know what I'm talking about? I appreciate that, OD. Hey, OD is starring in the movie. OD is he's playing my best friend in this movie that we about to do. So stay tuned for that. That's the funniest comedian that some of y'all never heard of yet. My man OD Odell is in the house. Oh yeah, he hell. All right. When people first join, y'all, the main thing I want to get you from this, because there are 8 different objections. There are really only 8 objections. I just gave you answers to a bunch of them. If you're in the Kaizen Academy, then you're going to get all of them. So just stay tuned. Reach out to me if you want to join the Kaizen Academy. Share this with another entrepreneur who needs it, because even if you don't join, we still going to help you win. We still going to help you get to the money. But so that you can get to the impact and income, y'all. Further, faster, with less effort. But the main thing I want you to catch this morning is that when people first join, they're usually going to have some of their best success because they already got rapport with them people, right? But as we mature, what we realize is we have to learn to establish rapport. We have to avoid being these people that talking all this kind of like techno babble, We're saying all this stuff that only we get, and we feel all smart because we think we like using these big vocabulary words, and they are freaking lost. You hear me? So what I'm saying to you is that I suggest that you learn these personality types and use them. If you have a team of 20, do a weekly call for just the special ones. Like if you got 20 staff members, 20 teammates, 20 downline, whatever kind of business you're in, do a special training with them with just the top 4. Just do a training with them for the top 4. Hey, appreciate that, Jackie. The YouTube is Millionaire Minded TV. Millionaire Minded TV. You know what I mean. If you got 20 people, that you got 4 that produce more than the other 16, that work harder than the other 16. Y'all get what I'm saying? Yeah, Cindy. You damn right. You're damn right. I want you to pick your most promising spring team member and practice these phrases and techniques to develop your leadership, right? And if anybody wants any help, then you can just send me any phrases that you want help with to wearemillionaiремinded@gmail.com. And if you were on the last Kaizen Academy and you didn't turn in your homework yet, we are waiting on you. Beta Lachey and a bunch more. I was up at 5 a.m. on a Sunday morning just responding to all them emails that y'all sent in. There had to be 60, 70 different emails, and I knocked them all out, man. I put in that wizard. You know what I mean? All right, let's see some more of these. It's affirmation time right now, so call in right now. While y'all are doing that, let me throw some more on the Summer Jam screen. I know how you feel about not being a salesman, but think about how many people you can help. I like that. I like that. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. We don't focus on sales. We just give people information to help change their lives. I like where you're going with that, Miss Rosario. I totally understand. However, you're so gifted in this area. They need to hear what you have to say. So can I show you how? Woo-hoo! Bars. I'm trying to support you on YouTube, but it won't let me comment. Oh, I appreciate it, Miss Russell. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Keonta's like, I know how you feel. I'm the same way. But together, we're all doing great things. Don't you want to live successfully and help others by cutting time and be at home enjoying yourself? Yeah, you mixed in a couple of personality types. When you started talking about living successfully, you was really talking to a winner. So if they were a spring with a secondary winner, you just won. You just won with that one, Keontis. Good job, my bro. All right, y'all, it's affirmation time. We got to get out of here. What if you're not an emotional person? Then what to do without coming off fake? Well, see, this is the thing, Dion. The reason I'm giving you all of this is because of the fact that you got to work on your heart set. That's the whole purpose is. This ain't a mindset thing. This ain't a skill set thing. This is a heart set thing. This is all about the fact that nobody cares how much you know, my bro, until they know how much you care. So send me your best attempts, y'all, to wearemillionaiремinded@gmail.com. And if you need the link to join the Kaizen Academy, if you want to take the last class that we did, then it's time for you to join the Kaizen Academy and turn in your homework, and I'm going to help you work it out. All right, y'all, it's affirmation time. Call in right now, right now, right now. Call in right now. Let's get it. If your phone line tries to charge you, that is not us charging you. That is T-Mobile. So what you do is you text message, call me to the same number, 667-776-9461. 667-776-9461. And then what you'll do is it'll call you right back. You'll hear my mentor's voice, Mr. Les Brown. And then, you'll be in the game. All right, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Repeat after me. Say it like you mean it. I am so happy and grateful that money comes to me easily and frequently.